Starr here, coming to you from right down the street in Memphis, Tennessee. Awesome episode today. It was episode 232 featuring ECW legend, ECW original, Justin Credible, right here on Memphis Wrestling. I thought it was awesome in regards to what we were expecting and what we got, but I can't wait to hear what you had to say about it. But while you guys are filing in, remember you can put your topics, your opinions, your questions into the comments, and then I will respond to each and every one of those. Let's talk all about it, episode 232. But first, next Friday, August the 8th, we are live in New Albany, Mississippi at the Ingomar baseball fields for the Ingomar Falcons baseball team. It's a huge fundraiser. Tickets are as low as like $10. So if you guys are out of the market or out of town and you want to help us donate money to Ingomar Baseball, go ahead and buy one of those tickets and we'll donate it to a kid that typically couldn't come. That's going down on Friday. Next Sunday, check this out. Buff Bagwell is coming to Memphis Wrestling. And I don't know if you guys have seen or heard the news. Go to Maven's YouTube channel or just Google Buff Bagwell and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But man, Buff is still going to be here after having his leg amputated from above the knee. Also, coming up on Wednesday of this week, I'll be interviewing both Buff Bagwell and Carlito. So next Sunday, Buff is live at the WrestleCenter. Also, Carlito, Judgment Day. He spits in the face of those who are not cool. I can't wait to see whose face he spits in at Memphis Wrestling next Sunday, August the 10th. It's going to be awesome. Get your tickets at memphiswrestling.tv. I just released some new tickets, and I think they're already gone. So I might have to do a meet and greet only ticket because people want to meet Carlito and they want to come and hug the neck of Buff Bagwell, and I can't wait. That's all going down this week. And then, of course, in just a couple of weeks, August the 22nd, Rikishi is coming to Memphis Wrestling to Tupelo, Mississippi for the Tupelo Super Show benefiting St. Jude. I can't wait. It looks like we're on a collision course to both Ingomar and Tupelo with these big mains chasing the Hollywood Clique, which I thought that was highly entertaining. It was a ton of fun editing and putting all that stuff together. Great job by everybody involved, but I can't wait to hear what you had to say about it. I'll get all caught up here in the comments in just a moment, but that's what's going down August 22nd. Then the 23rd, we're live in Gleason, Tennessee, benefiting the Gleesa Beta Club. That's easy for me to say. Cowboy James Storm is coming to Gleason, and I can't wait. And then on August 24th, back to back, Rikishi is coming to the WrestleCenter, and this bad boy is almost sold out already. So you need to get those tickets. Head over to memphiswrestling.tv. Also, t-shirts, swag, autographed memorabilia, championship belts, you name it, we got it right there at championshipdrip.com. Let me get caught up. Eddie Kane Man is in the house. What's up? Thomas is here, of course. Eddie Kane Man says, can't wait to see Buff. I can't either. I've been talking to him. I'm going to basically talk to him face-to-face on Wednesday on our interview at Grind City Wrestling. And it'll be the first time that I've actually talked to Buff. We've texted a bunch, but I can't wait to see him. Patrick's here. What's going on? Kylie Ray and Cappuccino Jones are crowned the first ever WWE ID champions. Okay, congratulations to them. I would love to have Kylie Ray here. It's in the works, but coming up next Sunday, along with Buff and Carlito, WWE ID player coach Timothy Thatcher is coming to Memphis Wrestling, and he's also going to conduct a pro wrestling seminar. You can get all the information at WrestleCenter901.com on that, but he will be in action. Eddie K-Man says, I hope he doesn't spit in Simon's face. That wouldn't be cool for Carlito. Well, let's talk about Justin Credible showing up in Memphis Wrestling, looking only as he can look, and calling out Psycho Simon? Dude has a death wish. Rico says Mike Anthony will always be known as #1 Memphis Wrestling madman. I'm telling you what, Mike Anthony's on a whole nother level. How can he possibly keep up, right? Zay Washington, Aaron Roberts, Tim Bosby, Marco Harris? Holy cow. I mean, the competition is unreal. Rob says, great show, main event could be match of the year. Yeah, no, what's going to happen is Mike Anthony, Marco Harris, and all these guys are going to have bangers between now and then, and we're going to forget about what happened today, unfortunately. These guys are that freaking good, but yes, I agree. Big John Dalton showed his bad side about time. Eddie Kane, man, in the house. Says Memphis Wrestling is on fire. He's been a member only for 20 months. Big shout out to Eddie K, man. I really appreciate that. Also owns a white strap Mike Anthony Memphis Heritage Championship belt and has reserved seats at the WrestleCenter, baby. We love Eddie K, man. Cook's in the house. He said Memphis Wrestling rules. Oh yeah, man. Big shout out to Memphis Wrestling Madman out there. Dude, over 22 million views we hit this week. So big shout out. Thank you guys so much for that. Glad you have Buff showing up. Yep, Buff. I told this on Members Only, and I told the story in depth. It'd probably be better if there was somebody discussing it with me because there's so much that happened. I can't possibly cover it all. But yeah, Buff let me know way ahead of time before the surgery even happened that he will still be in Memphis on August the 10th. So Patrick's here. Kids camp clips were adorable. That is posted in full right here on our YouTube channel. It was a blast. We're going to do Thanksgiving break coming up in November. So check that out. MemphisWrestling.tv. Rob's here. Rob Matlock. What about adult costume contest maybe at Ghost River for Halloween? Well, we do have in the works. Our Halloween Spooktacular will go on sale very, very soon. But then also, I want to have a special Memphis Wrestling Saturday night that's all Halloween in October. Stay tuned. Tickets will be on sale, and they will be different ticket prices than our regular television taping. I want it to be a huge Halloween ball. I can't wait. What should I dress up as? Nothing that has like face paint or something. I can't do that. No mask or anything unless it's like one of the eye masks. It's got to be something cool. I did a bit in a Funko commercial with the Memphis Grizzlies where, and I can't remember his name, but I was the guy in Austin Powers that had the eye patch. And I thought that was a fun, simple, easy costume. Rob says dressed as their favorite wrestlers. That would be awesome. They actually do that in WWE Development when I was there. It was just a random Halloween house show and they all dressed up and I just couldn't believe they did it. It was so much fun. I can't wait to do it. Willie Bowen says that's a great match. Just Incredible versus Psycho Simon. Dustin, please tell Cobra to stop bringing in jabronis as security. Well, I mean, come on. What do you want from us, bro? Rico, come on, man. Eddie Kane, man. Ben is in the house. Here's Thomas. Robert says, Dustin, did you see Rhodes versus Fletcher match on Collision? I saw the highlights of it, and man, oh man, I really liked the idea of the championship being on Dustin Rhodes because it's so easy to take it off of him. It's a nice transitional champion. It's a feel-good. You can sell some merch. You give Dustin Rhodes his kudos and his flowers, and then you pass it along to somebody that you're trying to get over, which obviously is Kyle Fletcher. However, I do think they possibly could have extended it a little bit longer. Now, I do understand that where they were and the match that they had, it all made sense and stuff like that. But man, I really would have loved to have seen Dustin Rhodes have a little bit of a run with it. But it was so cool. I love the claw with the thumbtacks on it. That was incredible. I wish Kale explained his actions on why he aligned with Jimmy and Smooth. Well, Rico, stay tuned because that's the story here. You got the big mans. There's totally wreaking havoc on anything that Hollywood Jimmy Blaylock and the Hollywood Clique do. Luckily, they were able to get away in the limousine. But they might not be able to get away on Friday in Ingomar, New Albany, Mississippi. Get the tickets, MemphisWrestling.tv, and stay tuned to Memphis Wrestling and see how this story develops. But yeah, they got away today. We do need an explanation for why KO turned, but we do know that they are now smooth as KO. Just Incredible wasn't, says Rob. What'd you guys think of that? Let me get caught up. I'm good. How are you, Willie? Okay. If you could sign any WWE wrestler, who would it be? John Cena, APC, or Roman Reigns? Where's your homeboy? I'm not sure who you're talking about there. I'm excited for SummerSlam. Yes, we're going to have Big Daddy and a couple of others over. Very, very small. No party or anything like that. We're just going to watch SummerSlam. I can't wait. Dustin, you should dress up as a pilot. That's not bad. How about I was just on a cruise. What if I was a captain? I could be the captain. Well, I think I'd have to wear the hat, wouldn't I? No, I could have the, yeah, that's a good idea. Cook says the kid in a hockey mask said he's friends with Psycho Simon. Yeah, you don't want to mess with him. He's friends with Psycho Simon. He's at his birthday party at the WrestleCenter. He's been to both kids' camp. He owns multiple championship belts. I think his dad, David, won the raffle. We raffle off championship belts at the WrestleCenter during the TV tapings. And it is so much fun. When they do win the raffle, it's almost like they won the match. You know what I mean? It's super cool. Dress as a pre-revolution French nobles. Okay. What's up, Jamie? How are you? Dustin Rhodes would be a great fit in Memphis Wrestling. I've tried to reach out to Dustin Rhodes several times. WWE will always be the platform for other companies to come. It's not about the product, it's about the fans. Yeah, well, WWE has the market cornered on that. as of right now. But every time they do good, we do good as well. So those of you who hate WWE, when WWE does really well, all of us do really well as also. So Ben says, shout out to Cappuccino Jones and Kylie Ray becoming WWE ID champions last night. Yeah. Go back into the archives and check out Cappuccino Jones. He's been all over Memphis Wrestling. JK is now in the running for the strap. Dustin, you bring in Jessica Havoc to Memphis Championship Wrestling. Jessica Havoc. I'm not sure if I know Jessica Havoc. Smooth as kale or kale is smooth. Smooth as kale, baby. Jeffrey says, I'm here. I think Grind needs to find some backup to work with them against the Hustlers. Well, it looks like Zaya Wolf is going to be out. James Ellsworth kicked her in the freaking face. This thing keeps dipping down for some reason. Kicked her in the freaking face, and looks like she has concussion symptoms. She's, I guess, day-to-day or week-to-week, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, what the heck's with the LA Hustlers recruiting James Ellsworth? First, Reggie B. Fine couldn't get the job done. Then Ellsworth comes in and literally hurt Zaya Wolf. Now, it does suck that it was perfectly legal in the match, except for the damn chain that the guy tried to use in her face. So we'll see how that develops. I have a feeling that King Cobra's got a big decision to make in the tag team division, multiple decisions, because you got the big mans in the Hollywood Clique. There has to be a rematch there at some point. And then on the other side, the Business Dogs and the LA Hustlers. So stay tuned, a lot going on. Robert says, Dustin, if you could hire any wrestler from AEW, who would it be? Oh. Does Sting count? I would take Sting. Darby Allin? Great question. I'm just trying to think of who would be just tremendous, you know? Are you affiliated with the NWA? No, we are not. Rico says, regardless on how you feel about WWE, they're going to be here. Even guys on the indies will perform on that platform. Yes, they had a big tryout. Big Trouble Ben Bishop was a part of that. Shout out to him. Hopefully he did a good job. Stinkerhorn better watch his back. I will win over Big Mama Money. Excuse me, guys. How funny is Step Brad? Step Bradley taking Mama Money to McDonald's? Now, hey, I love some McDonald's, so y'all can hate on it all you want, but I love this stuff. But you got to at least let her supersize it, right? So we'll see what's going on with that. That was kind of weird. Did Simon get sued for breaking that rib? Oh my gosh, Jamie, let's talk about it. King Jamie, shout out. He was there. He's a members only. I talked to him on the regular. He was at the WrestleCenter when this all went down. And let me tell you, getting him out of the ring was difficult because he was hurt. Justin Credible was hurt. That big 300-pound elbow drop. That's a 360-pound elbow drop from the Memphis Heritage champion with no regard. Psycho Simon put him down, bro. Go back and watch, right in the rib. What's up, Murray? How are you? Ooh. Did Simon get sued? Hopefully everybody signed their waiver. Thank you, Dustin, for bringing wrestling back to me. Thank you, Derek, for watching it, brother. Thoughts on the NWA? I just kind of keep up with them on social media. I don't know the talent or the stories or anything like that. I do know that there's never really been an opportunity to work directly with Billy Corrigan or the NWA for some reason. Although I do feel like we would bring great value to not only their product, but then also our product as well. So not an NWA hater. It's just something that I'm so laser focused on Memphis Wrestling. This is going to sound silly, but there are others that watch everything and report it back to me. And then I go check it out or they send it to me or whatever. But honestly, I'm about to start working on episode 233. So I'm right back into video editing right after this episode. Holy crap, it's Butthead. Where's Beavis? That is great. I love it. Beavis would probably be CM Punk at this point. Okada versus Swerve at Forbidden Door. How about Kale Smoothie? I don't know about that, man. Simon is my cuz. He's a good dude. All right. Well, he's not a good dude in the wrestling ring. I wonder when we will have WWE Evolve Tag Team Champions. Not sure. Step Brad and Mama Money will have a hilarious run together. Can't wait to see where that goes. Oh my gosh. If today was any indication, we will see. Jessica Havoc was tag team partners with Rosemary and TNA. Okay. Ellsworth's her cousin. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Jamie, you're right. Ellsworth is the LA Hustler's cousin. I feel it would make sense, Swipe Right to be the first to hold him. I agree. Mid-card stepdad, okay, step Brad. Big Honey, better watch out. The hustlers are devious. Sting might come if you asked him. Oh, Sting would be, gosh, I'd need to have 10 wrestle centers for Sting. Yes, I was wondering about, I also wonder WWE that ID Tag Team Champions, but I'm not sure what's going on with WWE ID. Just like you guys, I have no idea. We do work. We're doing a seminar with Timothy Thatcher coming up. Thatcher's going to be in the house next Sunday. Of course, great working relationship there, but I have no idea what those divisions look like. Evolve seems like it is WWE ID, but I'm not really sure. So does WWE ID end up having its own show, or does that championship just travel the indies and maybe hit Evolve? I don't know, but I'm liking what they're doing. King Cobra got a smooth ride. Rico, I love McDonald's too, Dustin. Buddy Jones, if Step Brad marries Mama Money, her name will be Mama Stankerhorn. Buddy Jones, get off of this feed. I'm kidding. Buddy Jones, here's what is so crazy with the Wild Side. That's Buddy Jones, Brandon, Nikki, a whole plethora, Sign Guy Jolly. But anyways, what happens is some of the stuff that they made up and come up with ends up being a part of the show. Nicknames, slangs, or cut downs or something like that. But then sometimes we get something that pops them and then they make it a thing. So big shout out to the Wild Side, always looking out for Memphis Wrestling. Shout out to Buddy Jones too in the house, bro. Members only as well. I actually went to Waffle House last Saturday. I love Waffle House. Hello, my algorithm brought me here. I love pro wrestling from Pakistan. What's up? How are you, Nayab? Thank you for joining us. We are here at the same time, same channel, every single Saturday with a brand new episode of Memphis Wrestling. And then also again on Sunday, you can catch Championship Wrestling from the United Wrestling Network. Let's see. Rob says he was so happy to hear Big Ben got a tryout after AEW did him wrong. It was just silly what AEW did. Maybe Bradley will be her supersize. You can't go to McDonald's and not supersize it, right? Especially now that they have the app and you can get rewards and points and stuff. Listen, AEW, WWE have the same thing in common. They have too many wrestlers. How can you book them all? Well, they're doing a good job, as good as they can at juggling them, Rico. It's a good problem to have. We've got quite a few here at Memphis Wrestling as well, and as you can see, the storylines have to cycle. Willie says, Dustin, I like the double quarter pounder with cheese and the double fish sandwich with cheese from McDonald's. I love me a Big Mac. Devil Boy, wow, wrestling fan. Jeffrey says, NWA switched to Roku recently. They have inclusive of their product. I don't think they want to play with others. Yeah, they don't. Why should they want to play with others? It's cool. I mean, we've booked their champions. I will probably book the NWA World Champion. I'd like to have him come with Wildfire, Tommy Rich. I think that would just be awesome. 233 is a lot. That's right, Thomas. Robert says they need a brand split. Is CM Punk going over? Wow, I don't know. It would be tough to take the belt off Gunther right away. I feel like he just got it back. But then CM Punk, what are you going to do with him? I think what's going to happen is this whole Seth Rollins injury was a work. And he's going to come cash in. But I think they should extend it a little longer first. Got to watch this week's show. Main event was excellent. I agree. Brad has a good track record when it comes to family. He can only elevate the money family from there. Oh, gosh, Bo, I hope he's not reading this. Collision, I think, is kind of a second brand. SummerSlam, I'm excited. Devil Boy, me too. I would love to see Wardlow. He's been off TV for some while. Well, Wardlow's feed probably skyrocketed because he's on American Gladiators. SummerSlam's Brock Lesnar. I think Mr. SummerSlam might make a return. Just keeping up to date with Wrestling World, Dustin, that's all. Oh, yeah. Brock Lesnar. Love the Wild Side. Hey, Dustin Starr, and happy Saturday. What's up, Jason? How are you? Really pissed at the Hollywood Click if you didn't know. That's Coach Pillar in the house. Yeah, man. Also, how's the brand split going to help AEW? They can't manage ROH. It's very hard, guys. It's like one crew doing all of the stuff. So, big shout out that they're even able to do it. One of the reasons we don't have even more content or more shows is content creator, creating that for you guys. And then being able to monetize that content in return for that content creation. So, oh man, big shout out to them for being able to do it though. I'm glad we don't have a weekly show as far as like weekly live event. I'm glad that we are 3 weeks recorded and that way we can deliver the best product possible. Rob says, thank you for the recommendation. We'll watch. I've dropped like on the stream and subscribe to the channel. Well, thank you so much, Nayab. I really appreciate that. Welcome. Go check out some of the old episodes. We've got Matt Hardy, Dolph Ziggler, Butterbean, Violent J, Joe Hendry, and so much more. Which is your favorite SummerSlam? I would like to go with probably the early SummerSlam days. Maybe the match made in heaven and the match made in hell, just because of how it was marketed and advertised, and it just reminds me of a kid. Also, Bret the Hitman Hart had great SummerSlam matches, especially with Mr. Perfect. Ultimate Warrior squashing the Honky Tonk Man happened at SummerSlam as well. So lots of fond memories. Even Brock Lesnar, like squashing John Cena, thought that was great. Love CM Punk, but he don't need to be the champion. He needs to focus on making talent look good. I think Rollins cashes in. I think so. Oh, I don't know about on Cena, though. SummerSlam 91 occupies a special place in my heart. Yeah, 90s, early 90s are really, really good for me. And then also 97 was my favorite year. I think I was 15 or 16. Excuse me, guys. Eddie Kane Main brings the energy on his side of the WrestleCenter. He sure does. Over there with Mr. Fowler. If you could bring any wrestler to Memphis Wrestling, who would you bring? I would probably bring John Cena, hands down. Hope you're having a great weekend. Brian, yeah, I appreciate that, man. Is Tupelo St. Jude at 5 or 7 o'clock? The meet and greet's going to start at 5. I believe that we're ringing the bell right around 7. I'll get that clarified, though, Jamie. So, VIP, 5 o'clock. I feel like that we're going to have a really big line for Rikishi, so we're going to start a little bit early. Love your guest this year so far. Ryan Jones in the house. Can we get Christopher Daniels? I don't know if Christopher Daniels is accepting bookings, you know, given the spot that he has on AEW, but totally would love to have Christopher Daniels, even if he came in to do a general manager spot with King Cobra. The Hollywood Click won't escape the WrestleCenter again. I don't know if they will or not, man. They're lucky they got out by the skin of their teeth. Yash X, WWE can't manage AAA 2. Just wait. They will switch to NXT, okay. Still can't believe my favorite wrestler, Hollywood Hogan, is gone since last Thursday afternoon, had a heart attack. Jason, I understand, man. That really sucks. Not like the wild side. Oh, yeah. I'm kind of liking the manager role for Kiana James with Julia. Okay, Chris Daniels is retired, I think. He could still come and sign autographs and stuff. Was Jerry Lawler a part of this promotion? No, he has never been a part of this particular promotion, but obviously a part of the rich history of Memphis Wrestling traditionally. Thanks for the show, by the way, Dustin. No, thank you, Thomas. I really appreciate it. August is a very weekly bout every weekend. Yes, we are locked and loaded in August and September, Jamie. Hopefully we'll see a lot. Speaking of AAA, Mr. Iguana made his main roster WWE debut last night. Love to see it. I was tuned to the TV. I saw it. And also Psycho Clown pulling the mask off was awesome. Those, with Halloween coming up, WWE is about to clean up with those two characters. We're going to see a lot of them. Keep Mercedes Moné away from Memphis Wrestling. We don't need her adding the Memphis Wrestling women's title to her collection. Trollin' de Trolla, I would love that more than anything. Who will get Chris Lex face next? I don't know. Who do you guys want to see Chris Lex face next? Dustin, if you had a choice, who would your ultimate tag team partner? Vince McMahon or Tony Khan, right? As a promoter, I would want to partner with one of the big dogs. Or at this point, Triple H. Or Nick Khan, rather. Yeah, give me Nick Khan and give me Tony Khan. I'll take those as tag team partners. I mean, outside of the tag team partners that I already have, that would be tremendous. Yeah, that's a good question. Rob, I've got a couple more minutes here, guys, and then I'm going to hop over to members only, where we can talk shit about Just Incredible if you want. I thought he did a great job. I think we all knew what we were getting there, and I think most everybody was surprised that he made the trip, honestly. Murray, we need to get a box of Twinkies and a bear trap, and then we can get rid of Jimmy. SummerSlam 2003 along with Unforgiven 2003, okay. Ben says, what's the status of DDT after losing her title to Nixie? I'm not sure, but next week on Memphis Wrestling, we will hear from the brand new women's champion Nixie XS for the first time since defeating DDT. Your thoughts on the last event with Arkansas Travelers? Any chance for a full show in Little Rock in the future? Yeah, Mayor Jammin', I believe there would be an opportunity for a show. Actually, there's a show going down today in the parking lot of Kapow Comics. Memphis Wrestling and Lenny Subs tag team with Kapow Comics, and then also K Toomer out there doing big things to donate backpacks and school supplies out at Kapow Comics. So that's going down today. Arkansas Travelers feedback was tremendous. They're already discussing how many dates that we're going to get with them next year, and I can't wait. And then also there is a lot of television viewership out in Little Rock. The first couple of months that we've been there, they're extremely happy with the numbers and even told us that they look forward to us doing a live event in Little Rock. So I really look forward to that. Murray says, yes, 5 p.m. VIP, bell time 7 p.m. Tupelo Super Show. Dusty, what's up, bro? 2 words for you. That's Jason in the house. Jimmy gets his butt whipped at 8:15. That is funny. Are you going? That is hilarious. Are you going to ICP but Minglewood Hall in September? I don't know. I've got messages out to Violent J. I know they're doing something outside at Minglewood Hall as well, so we'll see. But hopefully, worst case scenario, I'll be there as a guest of the Insane Clown Posse, which is crazy to even say. Shout out to Ryan. Triple H is by far one of my favorite superstars. Okay, yeah, Mercedes Moné has way too many belts. She's really greedy with gold. I would love to have her here in Memphis Wrestling. Can I be a writer for Memphis Wrestling? Lee Lou, no. Appreciate the offer, but I think we got it. Selling Twinkies at the concession stand, says Coach Pillar. I remember talking to you about wrestling every day with you in study hall. Oh man, I can't see your picture there, but I've been hit in the head a lot since I was sleeping at study hall, Jason. So send me a message offline or go to my Instagram at Dustin Starr. We'll get caught up, man. I live in Arlington, Tennessee. Oh, very cool. Shout out, that's local. That's right down the street. Did you set a date with Teddy Long? No, I did not set a date with Teddy Long, but it was funny. He was talking about smoking with Snoop Dogg, and Teddy Long may or may not have had a vape ready before he and I went out at Memphis Wrestling Saturday night. That's a story for members only. Wrestlers I'd love to see at the WrestleCenter. Hurricane Helms, me too. Jim Cornette, Jeff Jarrett, Dutch Mantell, ODB, Tom Pritchard, and The Godfather. And the funny thing is, Buddy Jones, is I have reached out and talked to 100% of the people on that list. So there's a story with all of them. What are your plans for Memphis Wrestling? Where do you want to see Memphis Wrestling be? I want to see Memphis Wrestling on the WWE Network. I want to see Memphis Wrestling as an official WWE ID training center. I want to see Memphis Wrestling being the Memphis Grizzlies of professional wrestling in Memphis, Tennessee, or in the Memphis surrounding area. I want Memphis Wrestling to be the place to be in order to use that platform to catapult yourself into superstardom. That's exactly what I want. Scorpio Sky, I'm not saying we had anything to do with it, but I thought it was very cool that after performing on our program, cutting a promo, and having a stellar match, that he was able to get a spot back on television in AEW. I love the fact that Shark Boy was just with us, and I know that this has no probably correlation at all, but then to see him immediately after being on Memphis Wrestling, going to AEW and doing Shark Week promos, I thought that that was awesome. I really feel like that the platform, and there's others, I can go through a million of them, but just like having Carlito coming, immediately after leaving WWE, that is huge. Buff Bagwell's coming immediately after his surgery on his leg. That is huge. Some of this stuff just falls into place, but then also it's the relationships that we've built over the years. So, we have some big plans for Memphis Wrestling. I can tell you that right now. Chris Lex versus Zay Washington. Ooh, that would be awesome. I'm a huge Lucha Libre fan. We got to get some of this in Memphis Wrestling. Well, on Sunday, August the 21st, Lucha, Lucha, Lucha. Kalisto is coming to Memphis Wrestling, and he'll be a part of our television taping. So, you don't have to wait very long. Go with Triple H and Nick Khan. That'd be good. My favorite match is Jerry Lawler versus Bret Hart. My favorite wrestler is Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior at SummerSlam. Well, mine is the Ultimate Challenge. Toronto Sky Dome, 90,000 strong for the Ultimate Challenge. It's champion versus champion. The Ultimate Warrior, the Intercontinental Champion, defending his title against the immortal Hulk Hogan. They will collide. WrestleMania 6. Toronto Sky Dome. That was my favorite of all time. Bring in Barry Horowitz. I would love to bring in Barry Horowitz. If anybody has a contact on him, send it to me. Hi, have you heard the passing of Hulk Hogan? Yes, Melvin, we've definitely heard it. We all have. That's what Thomas says. Let me be a writer for free. I have tons of ideas. All right, well, you could feel free to shoot them over to us, but I think we've got the creative. It is very hard to jump into a creative role, especially if we do not know you and we don't know who you are. You've earned nothing. Like, that is such a, oh my gosh, such a prominent position in a company to write the television program. I mean, I can't even put it into words, honestly, because it's what all of you guys and gals see. And if you don't like it, you don't watch it. So that's a huge responsibility right there. When I stopped watching WWE and TNA, I was watching Lucha Underground. I really loved Lucha Underground towards the end. Brody's in the house. Dustin, what do you think about Leon Slater? I don't know enough about Leon Slater to give you an honest opinion, but I've heard, and Devin Walker's been talking really good about him. Melvin, any news about Cassandra Golden? Cassandra Golden does not have any commitments with Memphis Wrestling as of right now. Women's division needs a babyface to step up. You're exactly right. Who's it going to be? Makari Candy? Zaya Wolf? How? But she's hurt. Who's going to step up? KJ Rocket in the vibe check? What about Big Mama? Raven Black? The cupboard's pretty full right now. Prince Puma, Evilise, Johnny Mundo, and Brian Cage were my guys. Brian Cage has been here. There's no way for me to get a membership from where I am, but I will support the promotion with watch time. Thanks for your effort in the promotion of this beautiful art we all love. Thank you so much, Nayab. I really appreciate that. I will be watching SummerSlam. I think Big Daddy's coming over to watch it. Probably Security Jason, unless his face is busted up. I remember Jerry Lawler and Bret Hart kissed my foot match. Yeah, my dad was so pissed off about that match. What's up, Mark Posey? How are you? Thanks for helping out at Kids Camp. Brody as well. Better be off. Cheerio. See you later, Thomas. Did you hear that Sting's son is training? I did. That's going to be tremendous. What's Dustin's favorite WrestleMania? WrestleMania 6. Tim Bosby needs the WWE ID. We're working on it. Ryan Jones. Cappuccino Jones won the WWE Championship. Glad he came through. Me too. Pray for Marcus Buff Bagwell. Me too, but he is doing great. Man, the myth, the legend, the 5-star, the Do or Die podcast. Shout out to you. I'm out here sweating. Look at this. AAA ball team for AEW. Yeah, man, I'd love to be a AAA ball team for any of those major companies. We do need Cappuccino Jones back. Kalisto versus the Shocker. Love seeing EPW champion Marco Harris. He's really good in the ring. I agree. We need Downtown Bruno versus Jimmy Blaylock. I wish. Members only coming up next. We'll talk about Downtown Bruno. Remember Hulk Hogan Warrior? Me too. That was WrestleMania 6, not 5. Did you watch any? WrestleMania 5 was Ultimate War, was Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan. Excuse me, Mega Powers Collide. Watching new WWE Unreal. I did. I thought it was fascinating, but I also think it's a work, Bo. It's all a work. Jimmy Blaylock won't make it to Downtown Bruno if I have anything to say about it. Coach Pillar's all over Jimmy Blaylock, especially after today. Dustin, you guys should do a Memphis Wrestling Invitational event where wrestlers who want to be signed with you guys compete in a tournament. That's actually not a bad idea. One of my ideas for doing these Saturday night events coming up, and they're not on sale yet, but the ones that I have ideas about are bringing in talent that possibly you guys haven't seen before. Also, we will shoot it, and it will probably be a members only exclusive for Memphis Wrestling Saturday night, so that way you guys are getting even more members only content. Oh, my bad, WrestleMania 6, Hogan Warrior. Right. Okay, well, guys, that's all the time I have right now, but what I will do is flip over to members only. Javon Evans, I've heard really good things about Javon Evans, but I think that was the guy that wrestled Randy Orton. So obviously I need to know a little bit more about him. But shout out to all the young rookies coming up. I'm going to flip over to members only. If you guys are not on members only, you need to flip over there. We're going to talk about Just Incredible. I'll talk about Downtown Bruno and whatever else you guys want to talk about. But episode 232, Just Incredible gets extreme. I thought it was awesome. Big shout out to Just Incredible for doing the very best that he's able to do. And next week on Memphis Wrestling, if you thought today was bad good, if you thought today was corny hokey, then you just wait until you see what we deliver next week on Memphis Wrestling, because Gilbert will be in the house. I am Dustin Starr saying, so long, everybody. Oh, yeah. See you guys. Members only coming up next. See you there. If you're a member.